going to describe myself in 3 words, it'd be outgoing, love getting absolutely mortal, and just absolutely quality crack.
If I had to describe myself in 3 words, it would be confident, cheeky, spontaneous.
How is anyone fitting anything into that 5-minute window?
What's going on outside?
No one's really saying
When
there,
my
are they?
fuckers are getting round it. You didn't fucking look at me.
I got tags!
And welcome back to another episode from the JR podcast in Talks by the Daybed series. If you don't know what this is where we talk a little bit about Love Island, do a little weekly wrap-up, etc., etc. I am here with my co-host, Swaggy P. Welcome.
Welcome, Dolly. How are you?
Mate, I'm doing pretty good. To be honest, a lot of my predictions from last episode, bang on. Bang on. Bang on.
I think mine might be terrible. But,
A bit grim from you, mate, I think. A little bit grim from you. But, tell you what, I'm just a genius. Anyway, a few interesting episodes. So we reacted to episode 1 in our last podcast, in the first episode. If you haven't seen that, please do go across there and have a little listen. But before we get started, if you have any questions you'd like to ask us, or anything you'd like to say to us, anything at all, just comment below.
Anything you want us to talk about?
Exactly, anything you want us to talk about. Like we can make a segment just for you, because we want to interact with the listeners. We got about 50 listens in the first episode, which was great for us. We're very happy with that. So if we just get a little bit of communication with our listeners to see what they want, we can make a podcast better.
If you want more incentive, we'll name this segment after the first person that asks us a question.
Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Marketing genius right here.
Marketing genius, mate. Yeah. All right, hopping straight into it, eh?
Yep.
Let's go over our predictions.
So before we go, this episode covers everything from episode 1 to episode 4.
4, yeah. So
yeah. I think Australia is a couple of episodes behind, I think. But
yeah, it's annoying because in Australia, if you're a UK listener or anyone that's not in Australia listening, the episodes come like pretty much 24 hours after your episode, the episode before comes out. So it's like they're watching the new episode and we're watching the episode beforehand. So it's a little bit annoying, but we'll try and get through that. Anyway, some of the predictions, mate, we made was the recoupling, where we did not predict that in the second episode. I can't believe it. In the second episode, but was it the second or the third episode?
It was the third episode, wasn't it? Yeah, third episode.
Anyway, the new chick,
the setup was
came
the
in.
second episode, yeah. The second,
Yeah. So she went on a couple dates, etc., etc. In the second episode, not a lot happened in that episode. It was pretty.
Thoughts on the new chick?
I think she's lovely. I think she's alright. She's just. I haven't really seen much of her, dude. She's like average.
You haven't seen much of her. She was the entire main character for that entire episode.
Yeah, I think she's alright.
She's pretty honest. Such a pain. Such a pain.
She's a pain. What?
Yes, she's such a pain. Like
how?
She's just trying too hard, dude. She's trying too hard. Like honestly, just relax.
I think she's just trying to talk to everyone like you should do in the show, dude. As we'll go through in a second.
But then she's like, I don't know. It's just her voice is so annoying, and she's just trying to like. Every time she's on the screen, I'm just like, not this person again. Nah.
I don't know. I don't mind her. I'm
a bit frustrated.
I much more dislike Faye than her, but
okay. I have thoughts about that as well. All right. But why are we holding back? No. I like Faye now.
You like her now? She is better than what she was at the very beginning.
Yes. So I like. Apologies to all the Brad and Faye fans out there. My apologies. I like them both now.
I don't like Brad anymore. I flipped. He's my least favorite guy. He's boring. He's boring as hell. He's so dry.
I told you. I told you.
Now you like him. So hold on. I told you I like him.
I said because I thought you might like him, and I was like, oh, all right. No, but he's he's grown on me a bit since the first episode,
Right,
but
so he's
he's
gone
still
down for me. Right.
he's still at the bottom of the pile for me. But I
Bottom of the
like
pile of
and
guys, I think. And Faye's still the
yeah,
bottom of the
sorry.
pile of girls, even though she's improved, in my opinion.
To me, Chloe is a lot worse. I think Faye's right in the mid range for me.
You're saying
I think,
Chloe's worse just because she just don't like her voice.
yeah, and
She's
she's just
talking to all
annoying.
the guys. She's being very lovely to all
Nah,
of the guys.
she's not. She's being so condescending. Nah, man, she's just don't like her. Nah,
All right,
I don't know.
whatever. Anyway, in the second episode, that's pretty much what happened. She went on a couple of dates. Got to know a few of them a little bit more. Not a lot happened in that second episode, but the third episode,
Yeah, it was.
the juicy episode,
Oh no,
she
wait,
got
which one
to.
was the second episode was the Horny Devils game.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Devils. That's
They
right.
had
The
a
Horny
game,
Devils.
yeah.
That was a little bit. See, here's the inside scoop, mate. Inside scoop for listeners. Apparently, so spoilers. The next episode, your
I know what you're
love
gonna say.
goes home. All
Shannon.
right, Shannon.
Fucking
Shannon goes. Apparently,
so dead.
well, to be honest, she was boring as hell. Anyway,
No,
do you know the reason why she might have been kicked off?
apparently online the talks are that
Oh, so
she
you
got
know.
kicked out because she didn't kiss anyone.
She
On that.
refused to participate in that activity, dude. Rightfully so.
Yeah.
This is a TV show, dude. You gotta participate.
But you don't kick someone out because of
No,
that.
mate,
And then
she's
she
boring
was-
as hell. She didn't look. It's not the producer's fault that she didn't get picked. They just thought, here's
She
an
was-
opportunity to get rid of her. Well, she's boring. She doesn't bring anything to the show. But I think she'll be back personally.
opportunity.
Mate, in 2 weeks, I literally give her 2 weeks. She'll be back. I think she'll be back. They'll bring her back in as that's the first time ever where a contestant comes back into the house.
Yeah.
But
All right.
yeah,
Alright.
I think that was a good move from the producers. I liked it.
Nope.
It was shocked. It shocked
No.
everyone. It was very funny because I messaged you saying, "Oh, how good this episode's the best!" Like, oh my god, just to get you hyped up for it because I knew what happened.
Dude, she is far and away the most attractive girl there. Even the boys thought she was the most attractive girl there. Secondly, she didn't pander to the producers. She stood up for the producers. And what did they do? They kicked her out. The power. Where's the power gone? The power should be with the contestants, not with the producers. Rant over.
Nah. She was boring. Get her out of there. Brad's
No,
boring.
she's
Get
not.
him out of there. I
Yeah,
don't really
get
like
Brad
Faye.
out.
Get her out of there.
Get Brad out there, and get the two new boys out there as well. Don't like
Right.
that. We'll get to
Anyway.
that later.
That happened. Third episode was that. It was the first 10 minutes of that episode. And I was like, "What have I just watched?"
Also, who doesn't recouple? Who dumped someone in the third episode of the?
yeah,
of the
that's
series?
crazy. Well, when
At
did
least give her
when did
more
that other guy get
opportunities.
dumped?
It was at the end of the week, so on Sunday, when the two new people
Right, so
came
what,
in,
day
then they would
day
dump
5?
someone there. Yeah, on a Sunday or
Right.
at the end of the week or something.
Yeah,
And
look, that was
at
pretty
least
crazy.
give her the opportunity. At least give Shannon the opportunity to have a challenge so she can take in that criticism and just try and participate next. You don't just kick
Yeah.
someone out after the first. Oh, this is not.
Oh well, mate, it's a shame. It's a shame, but you have to deal with it. It's happened.
I hope
It's
she
gone.
comes back.
We'll see.
Also,
Yeah, I think she
she's
will.
been
But
quarantined for 14 days. Did all the testing to last there for 3 days, 2
Yeah.
days, 2 nights.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No.
She'll be in like a villa somewhere, and she'll come back in my opinion.
Oh, imagine if she's at Casa Amor.
Have some more. She's there. No, I doubt it because all the guys already know who she is. So why would they fall in love with her all of a sudden? I think she'll come in before that. She'll be one of the people that re-enters.
And do what? It's the same argument. It's the
No,
same
but-
argument.
no, because I don't think so. I don't think so. At least
All right.
I don't know. We'll see.
I'm
We'll
so
see.
devastated.
I think she'll come back in
Devastated.
anyway. But
I hope so. I hope so.
yeah. But anyway, later on, went through that first 10 minutes, crazy. Now as the episode went on, what else happened?
There was a game. There was a game at the end of the episode. I think
There was.
The
There was
beer,
a game.
The beer pong.
Yeah, where they had
That's
to
better.
yeah, it was like a little like dare ping pong, ping pong, beer pong, where if you got a cup in, they had to drink the cup and then do whatever the dare was underneath. Now,
Yeah.
it was all pretty tame stuff. Like there wasn't anything
Oh,
crazy
sorry.
until the
Before
end.
we get to that, Toby and Kaz went on a date.
Oh, they did. Was that? Oh, look at us
That
missing
was
all
that
these things.
episode. Yeah.
Toby and Kaz, I'm really liking them, to be honest. Toby's my
I like
favorite
them
guy.
as well.
Toby, actually,
yeah,
maybe not my
Toby-
favorite guy. He's up the top two, definitely top two.
Toby's up there for me as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoy him.
But,
Kaz is one of my favorite girls as well in the house. She's just haven't
Yeah.
seen a lot of her, but she's I don't know.
Her personality just coming out now.
Without a doubt, exactly. Personality's coming out. Like she rates that he wants to take it slow, and she's not being really rude about it.
I have a feeling that this relationship or this partnership is gonna end in dramatic fashion. I am not.
Ooh,
I'll talk about it in our predictions, but I don't have
Yeah.
high hopes for them.
really interesting.
Yeah.
Now,
Well,
another thing I want to talk about before we actually
Yeah.
get to the beer pong game is what is going on with oh my goodness, my brain. The two that coupled up straight away at the very beginning. The first couple.
Liberty and Jake.
Jake, that's it. Liberty and Jake. Like, they seem so good together. He acts really good around her when they're together. But whenever someone asks a question about them, Jake's always like, oh, like, I don't have those instant, like, rip off the clothes attraction to her and all this. Like, it's like he's somewhat like, I'm not really that into her. But then when he's
Yeah.
with her or when, you know,
They're having
like talking
chats
to
and
the
stuff
camera,
like that.
talking to the
Yeah.
camera in the interviews, he's like all lovey-dovey and saying like how good she is and she's perfect and everything. I'm like, what's going on there? Is he like trying to act cooler in the guys, or like trying to
I don't know. I have this off feeling about that couple as well. Usually there's a couple that couples up really early on that everyone thinks are gonna go through all the way. You know, like Curtis and Amy, or like the year before that it was Danny and Jack. They did go
Yeah.
all the way, but this one doesn't feel like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it feels like if anything changes, like if it's a small crack, it's just gonna go crumbling down. I don't know. This one doesn't feel as like strong as usual.
Yeah,
But
look,
again, it's only been like what 4 days. But
thing what I'm worried about is if you know, when later on in the show they have quotes, they have the game where they have the quotes of people in the house about what they said, and you've got to guess who said it.
yeah,
Like that could really come back and hurt Jake if like one of those ones are said, which I'm assuming
that's
if you're
big. If they're
like
big coupled up.
yeah, exactly. So that's worrying. Anyway, we'll get to the beer pong now.
Yeah.
Playing beer pong. Now it was all pretty tame, you know, fun little, you know, kissing challenges and stuff like that. Until it got to Brad.
Big man Brad.
Big man Brad. Now he's coupled up with Faye, right?
Yeah.
So he's in the couple with her. So understandably,
point-
as the episode's gone on, like they haven't really got on that much. Like, but I think they've both gone. You know, they're not really the person for me. Let's just talk to other people. Like it seemed like a very mutual thing.
Yeah.
And then, so someone landed a cup in. He drank his beer or whatever was in the cup, and the dare said for him to first kiss the contestant or whatever who he is most attracted to, and then after that to kiss the person he is least attracted to. Now, as someone who you think you coupled up with, you're either going to kiss them or you're not going to kiss them at all. You're going to kiss them first or not going to kiss them at all, right? I think it's just like a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
But he goes over and
What
he
is this
kisses
decided to
Chloe,
do?
correct?
He decides to go Chloe, the girl who he's not partnered up with.
Yeah.
He decides to go kiss.
Yeah, but
And
to
the
be
girl-
honest, I'm not upset about that. Like, I'm like, you know what? They've both sort of, you know, without really saying it, they're not really getting along that well. Like, couple-wise. So go for it. I don't think she was that upset with that. But when he went over and then he kissed his couple second. He kissed Faye second, meaning that's the least attractive person in the house. I could not believe it.
What
Were
was he
you
doing?
as shocked as what I was? I literally went, oh my
Yes.
God. I jumped out of my bed.
I was like, what's this guy doing? Surely
Oh,
he can't be this dumb.
oh
Or
my god, that
surely
was
the
so
producer must have said
stupid.
something to him. But even then, just be like, well, at least if you don't like her, just don't do it in front of everyone. You know,
Yeah.
just go kiss a friend or something.
That's
Hell,
it.
kiss
Exactly. Or
Aaron.
like, yeah, exactly. Or kiss any of the other girls that you're like, yeah, somewhat, friends with.
Or someone that does not look like Chloe.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
basically saying, oh, Faye's a B-Tech Chloe, or Faye's like a second-rate Chloe.
That's the thing I don't understand about that. A lot of people are saying, why did he kiss the person that look identical? I don't think, even though it said the most attracted to, when you're there
Yeah, no,
already for a day, personality ruins like attraction. And I know for a fact that he thinks that she obviously is very hot-headed and they don't get along at all. So I
yeah,
understand why he would have kissed the person he finds least attractive, and that's probably her. But like a lot of people are saying, oh, like what a hypocrite! Like he's kissed someone who looks identical to her, and I was like, no, that's not how it works. Like personality
just
ruins attraction.
from my point of view, it just said like, oh, you're I like girls who look like you, but your personality is so trash that I'm just gonna go kiss someone who looks exactly like you, who I don't know as well as you.
Yeah,
And that just means to everyone what he said was, do not phase just personality is just so trash.
yeah,
Don't even
literally.
go
That
near
was
her.
very
That's
grim.
that's basically my interpretation of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that,
Look at
obviously Faye would be pretty upset. So Faye ends up taking her um, to the side and let's rip
yeah.
on him. Now, I was like fine with everything she said up until a point. So I was fine with her
Oh dude,
saying
I
pretty
loved
much
everything.
I was fine with everything she said, like saying like you embarrassed me and like don't you dare ever do that. Like I was like, yes, get in. But
Yeah.
and then he said like, he was trying to somewhat like make up for it, and that was not the right time. I understand that. But when he's like, you're you're the like pretty much saying like you're the worst, he said, and then she's like, you're a cunt and all this, and I'm like, whoa, like that is too far. Like he hasn't killed her. They weren't even like a couple. Like they were coupled up, but they weren't like together. But like I don't know. She took it way overboard in my opinion, and I went from going yes, get it, girl, to whoa, too far. And he's sitting there
Yeah.
like, what the fuck's going on?
But the thing is, like,
You don't just call someone a cunt
it's
because you kissed her, saying that you're not attractive. Whoop de do, get over it.
it's the fact that he didn't he didn't accept what he did was wrong. He just said like what I took from the conversation was Faye was going on about, oh, you didn't do this right. You shouldn't have done this in front of everyone. And not once did Brett say, yeah, my bad, sorry. He just came back at a rebuttal. So I can see where Faye would have got even more amped up and just
Right.
taking over the line. So in that situation, I would have been like, you know what? She did take it over the line, but in this situation, I'm okay with it because it's Brad.
I think a lot of the time as well, we like the editing of the like conversation. Like it seemed
Yeah,
like he didn't really say much after that. Like it was
yeah,
sort of like her speaking every sentence. Where I'm like, maybe they've edited this as well. He could have been like saying, like you're saying, like sort of defending himself, even though he should just say like, "Yo, my bad. That was not like I shouldn't have done that." Um, to make it just look like she kept like going on and on and on about it.
yeah,
Um, anyway, that was probably the biggest bit of drama out of that episode. Um,
yeah.
yeah, and then
Then we got a preview at the end of the episode that two new boys are going to come out
mm,
in the
two
next
new
episode.
boys. I
What are
saw
their
something
names?
really funny. I saw
It's like,
something really, really funny on Twitter. Like they're
yeah.
like, "Oh, the bombshells have arrived," and it's the picture of those two. And the top comment is, "So where is the bombshells?" I'm like,
I mean, like we'll
the
talk about the
taller
boys when
guy's
we
really
actually
nice.
get it.
The Bricky, is he a Bricky?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Bricky.
Is
The other
it
guy's a
the
rugby
blondie or
player.
the other one? The blondie or the other one?
Hey? The other
Because
one,
I know the
the
blondie's
really
name
tall
is
guy, six
Chubbs.
foot six. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, so they gave us a preview that next episode the boys are come. All right, episode 4, Dali,
yeah,
starts off with Aaron taking Sharon
Yeah.
to the terrace.
Aaron and Sharon. Let's
The
go.
big Ron group.
And guess
the
who
Ron-
called this? Guess who called this? Me.
Was it me? Was it
No,
me? I think it was me.
it was not you.
I think it was me.
Meanwhile, I'm just an absolute genius. I'm a genius.
Brad is not Faye, but Shan. Brad and Shan. Aaron and Chloe. No, what do you want? You said Aaron and Chloe.
No, because this is what I said. This is what I said, mate. Don't you dare. I said Aaron and Chloe will come in because which she was intending on doing, by the way. Who did she end up coupling up
Yeah.
with?
Which
Sorry,
one?
was that? Who
Chloe.
did the new chick couple up with?
Aaron.
Oh, shock horror. And then I
All
said
right.
and then I said Sharon and Aaron are gonna be a thing. I said that's who she's gonna couple up with, but Sharon and Aaron I could see also getting together.
Okay.
Bada bing, bada boom. Pretty much everything happened what I said, but we'll see. We'll see what happens after the recoupling. Anyway, yes, they went on dates. They don't really seem to me like very interesting guys. I don't mind the chippy.
Aaron and Sharon.
No,
Oh, the
Aaron and
two
Sharon are great.
guys.
I love that. So they went up to the like
They had a make-out sesh.
had a little make-out sesh. They loved it, and then
And in the same episode, Liberty and Jake kiss as well.
yep. Later on, like 10 minutes later, they were having a little make-out session, and then
Yeah.
Jake farted, and yeah, it was a great little ruiner of the mood there.
Oh, that's what happened. I didn't catch that part.
Yeah, Jake farted, and Liberty was just like, "What the hell's going on?" And everyone was just laughing. But yeah, no,
And yeah, anything else happened after that?
not a
They
lot
went to
happened in
bed.
the rest of that episode. It was just pretty much them talking,
The
and it
next,
was
I found it pretty funny. The next morning, it was Sharon. I think it was Sharon who told Toby the tea order.
oh
What
yeah,
I wanna
yeah.
make.
Toby's trying to remember
That was pretty good. Yeah, that was good dumb humor right there that I liked. But so good.
Yeah. And Aaron was pretty much like, "No, mate, it's this." Like, he literally like didn't hardly even heard it. He's like, "Yeah, this is it." To be honest, Aaron has really grown on me. To be fair,
I like Aaron.
I like Aaron as well.
Aaron's a good kid. Aaron's
Yeah.
a good. He's
Yeah,
a good kid. He's
I
always a good kid.
I rate that now. Yes, I changed my opinion on him. I think he's
Nope, Aaron's the
very
same age as
chill
me.
guy. That's so sad.
Yeah.
Anyway, and that's pretty much where we're up to right now. Now I understand that by the time this comes out, there probably would have been at least one more episode from the UK.
Did you talk about the two boys coming in? What are your thoughts about the boys?
That's what I'm saying. I said they're boring, dude.
Like one of them's names is Chugs.
Yeah, Chugs. What's his nickname? His actual name's Oliver, dude. He has a nice name. Yeah, that's his nickname. Chugs is his nickname.
Ah, all right. Anything
And I
jump
was
out
like,
about him?
how dare you?
He just looks like a dick, dude. He just looks like
Yeah, he looks like a dick. That's exactly my vibe from him as well. He seems
just looks
nice,
like-
but he just looks like one.
just looks like an absolute muppet, and I'm like, oh, all right, good on him.
Yeah, yeah. And the chippy looks really really boring. Like too chill.
Liam. Yeah.
He looks too chill. Like there's a limit. But we'll see where that goes. We'll see.
This guy reminds me of all the OG fans from Love Island Australia, the first season.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watched any of it. There was a bloke that came in named what? James? No, Jonah.
Jonah.
Not Jonah. Some James.
Wasn't
Some J guy who was a DJ, and he was the most boring contestant I've ever met. He just did nothing, and he just started every second sentence, and I'm just like,
oh god.
if you're gonna go on a TV show with reality, you got to be able to speak properly and
He was-
just not. Well, he was just he didn't bring anything. He was just boring. Even the girls are like, I can't stand next to this guy. Like, he's just too boring.
Yeah.
Like, he was a good-looking guy. Like, when he first came in, everyone was like, "Oh, he's good-looking." And after two talks, he was like, "Nah, he's just dead."
Funny how it looks
I feel like-
fade away after personality comes out.
Yeah. And then this Liam guy just reminds me of him. Let me look up his name while you go talk about other stuff, Dally.
Well, as he's going to look that up, there is, I saw on Twitter, bit of spoilers. In the next episode, there will be another girl entering the house. Even though there wasn't a preview, there will be another female. I don't know what she looks like, but That is a
Okay.
bit exciting to see because so right now there's two more males, correct? Than
Okay.
females. So there's gonna be a female that comes in. I'm assuming. Oh, that's right. No, at the end of this episode, at the end of episode 4, there's gonna be a recoupling.
Okay.
So there will be a recoupling in episode 5, which makes me feel like is there gonna be a double elimination of 2 guys?
No,
Or are they going
I
to bring
doubt
in a
it.
female and do a recoupling? But they said at the very end of the episode,
They'll
everyone was shocked. Everyone like Brad turned around and he had a big shock face on his face. So fingers crossed that you know that our people are coupled up. Well, who do you think is going to be the couples? If there's going to be a recoupling, let's go on to that now because we pretty much covered
all right.
everything. It's going to be a new chick,
Before we go
hopefully,
on,
in the next episode. And sorry, yeah,
his
you've got
name is
your.
John James. What a dead
Oh
name.
God, what a terrible
John
name!
James. John James.
It's so
All right.
bad.
All right, that's the guy. All right, yeah, the couples, right? So right now in the villa we've got Aaron, Brad, Chugs, Hugo, Jake, Liam, and Toby as the boys.
Yep. Correct.
And at the girls we got Sharon, Liberty, Kaz, Faye, and Chloe from the girls.
Correct.
So I'm not expecting anything to happen between Liberty and Jake as of right now. Like
Yep.
if something does happen, I'll be very surprised, and I'll love it if something happens. But I don't think
The
anything's going to
drama.
happen.
No, neither do I, dude.
Yeah.
They're pretty solid. I can't see them going anywhere. But I'll be interested to see what these new guys bring to the house, though, because we didn't really see a
Yes.
lot.
Who did the guys take on for a
on the
date?
dates? So,
Yeah.
Chugs took Sharon, and the Chippy took Faye.
Okay.
So,
yeah. All right.
Faye seems pretty interested in him, by the way, because even though he's really young, that's the only issue. He's only what's his name again? Liam? You say?
Yeah, he's 21. He's 21.
21, yeah. And she's like,
But he's
what?
from Wales, dude.
And she's 26. So
Yeah.
I don't know if she will actually go there with him, but
Yeah.
she seems quite interested. I'll be interested to see if the guys do a recoupling, as in they pick 2 people and the other 2 are booted like into the singles couches, or are they just going to do a full recoupling where the girls get to choose
Surely
which
they
guy they want to
won't
recouple?
they won't dump 2 people.
I doubt they
in
dump, but
1
maybe
week.
there's 2 singles in the house.
Yeah, that'll
and
be
then
still
another
singles. They
female.
won't dump anyone.
All right, well, we'll assume that's going to happen because I'm pretty sure they
Yeah.
said at the end of the episode the girls will be picking,
Yeah.
who they want to be coupled up with. So let's well, I think with Liberty, we're thinking Jake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Liberty and Jake, lock that.
I think Toby and Kaz are going to be together as well.
I think so as well.
And then we get to the interesting ones. Oh, well, I think Chloe and Brad. Like, do you reckon they'll couple up? I think they'll couple up. Chloe and Brad.
No, definitely not. Chloe does not like him at all. It's
Chloe.
so funny. Every time Chloe has a conversation with Brad, she's like, "Oh my god!" Like that's why I like her so much because she's so funny. She's like, "He is so boring. Like he never asks a question about me. It's always like he just keeps talking, and he didn't ask a question. Like she would ask him, "Oh yeah, where'd you grow up?" And he'd go through his whole life story and not say, "Oh, what about you?" He just the conversation would end. She's like, "I never got a question or anything." And she hates it. She thinks it's so dry. So definitely not.
Well,
they're not coupling up at all. No way.
Who's Chloe going? Maybe Hugo.
Oh yeah, that's not too bad.
I think Chloe and Hugo might. To
Faye,
be honest,
Faye and Hugo are trying to talk again though.
Oh, dude,
So,
Hugo.
Hugo's trying to give it a go, but Hugo can do better than Faye, in my opinion.
Remind me about something at the end of all these predictions. All right, remind me to say something after the predictions.
Okay.
I'll bring
All right.
something to the table.
All right. Okay.
So we think Chloe and Hugo,
Yeah, we'll go with Chloe and Hugo. Fine.
and then we'll go Aaron and Sharon.
Aaron and Sharon, definitely.
Yep, and let's go Faye and Liam. They seem good
Faye and
together.
Liam. Yep. Liam's got a bit of flirt, but he said in his thing, like in his date with her,
No one ever. Yeah.
saying
Okay.
like Faye was like, I can't like about her sleeping arrangements, and she's like,
Yeah.
I'm sleeping on the very edge of the bed and all this kind of stuff. And Liam said, oh, there'll be plenty of room in my bed if you want to join me. and all that kind of
that's
stuff.
good.
Yeah, but he's
Good
got a
boy.
little bit of chat. He has got a little bit of chat. So I was probably a bit too
Yeah.
rushing. I'm not even remembering all this stuff. Now.
Who's the last girl? That's it, isn't it? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So
then
that
we'll
leaves
have
Brad
Brad
and
and
Chugs on their own,
Chugs.
which I think.
To be honest, wouldn't be mad if they got dumped. To be
No,
honest,
neither would I.
they bring nothing.
Yeah, so I completely agree. Yeah, interesting. There'll be a new female that enters. So it will be interesting. It'll be interesting to see if the females entered before the recoupling and they just get like a surprise recoupling where the girls get to pick like within the same day. I think that would be really interesting. But I try to stick off Twitter for all the spoilers.
Yeah, I do as well. But we'll see. I think it's going to be some good people because, like, I think even the producers know that Chugs and Liam are pretty like boring people.
Yeah.
But then again, like last season, Finley, the guy who won, when he first walked in, I thought he was kind of boring as well. But towards the season, he came out of his shell a lot more. So maybe they do come out, but Chugs just looks like a massive dick, and I just can't.
Yeah, it's hard.
But we'll see what happens in the
he might turn it around. Like Aaron's turned it around for me. Brad somewhat turned it around. He's gotten better for you, but he's gotten worse for me. So we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. Our opinions change. Yeah. So okay, so we think Chugs and Brad to be on their own. Mm-hmm.
For my new segment, all right, I'm bringing a segment.
Oh, let's
sponsored
go.
by no one.
But it could be you if you're in the comments section first. This could be you.
If you want to sponsor this, shout me out. All right. Moment of the week. What? Oh no. Let's not go. Let's go. My observation of the week. All right. That's gonna be the name.
My observation of the week.
Like my random observation. All right.
Right.
Hugo has got a massive schlong, dude. Holy.
I was not expecting you to go there.
Dude, dude, like I think it was the second or third episode, right? I think it was after Shannon got dumped, and I was thinking really like, I was like, what is this show doing? They're just dumping off the best person, right? So now in the next episode, the dumping has happened. Everyone reacts. I'm like, you guys should be more surprised that this dumping happened. Hugo just jumps out of the bed, goes to the kitchen in those grey sweatpants, with his schlong just waving about. Mate, it's so massive. Holy. I don't know if you caught that part, but it's just mad.
I hope you guys want to sponsor this. Just comment in the section below.
Dude, it was man. And then I was like, Hugo's packing. No wonder he's doing a half night stand every night.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
God, the man, hey? What a guy. What a guy. Oh my god, I was not expecting you to go there. Wow, what a segment,
That was my observation of the week. But also just a more lighthearted observation.
Yep.
There was a banging tune in the start of episode 4. I think it was like a house remix of Let Me Love You, and I was like, I'm gonna look that up and see if I can find it for you so you can play it. But probably not, because I don't know if I can find it. But there goes my segment.
Beautiful. Well, you get the chance. Anyone listening, just a comment below. Even maybe even put your moment of the week or whatever observation of the week. Yeah, we'll see. We want you to interact below. We want to be able to answer some questions and do some fun segments with you guys. So we don't want to make it so dry every week and just talk about what's happening on the show. We'll try our best. We'll bring in different segments and that's it.
Yeah.
We'll bring in different segments and stuff. So it's just the beginning. We just want to get warmed up. There's so much happens in the first few episodes. It's hard to keep up. Hard to keep it in the time limit. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. It's gonna be a very interesting recoupling, mate. It'll be interesting to see who goes, who stays, if anyone's going to actually leave, or if they're just going to be pushed to the single beds in the doghouse. Be interesting to see.
Yeah. No, it'll be a good week. I think they've set up this season to be better than what the Australian Love Island was.
Without a doubt, it's not hard, and maybe even last season for the UK too. A bit dry.
Yeah, maybe. But if they keep bringing in guys like Chugs and Liam,
Oh,
it'll be
Liam's a good
rough.
looking bloke. Chug's a bit rough, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm looking forward to the
Yeah.
next one to see what happens. Who
Yeah,
walks
same.
and who ends up getting dumped. But
Yep.
yeah,
Exactly. And I'm keen to see if our opinions change on a lot of people because, they always seem to do. So take all our opinions with a grain of salt because they seem to always
Yep.
change weekly.
yep.
Yep. Oh, well, thank you very much. And yeah, I'll guess I'll talk to you by the daybed next week, mate.
We'll do. I'll be waiting here on the daybeds with
Right,
my covers
tanning.
on. Tanning.
All right. We will catch you next episode. Later.
Shout out to Hugo.
Shout out.